Hi everybody, I am here to do a Real Housewives of New Jersey episode 5 review called Not Over It. So as promised, I'm doing it. Now I don't know if I'm going to upload this tonight or tomorrow, but I will let you guys, I'll let you guys know at the end of the video how I feel. Alright, so let's start off with, it starts off with Dolores this episode. It starts off with Dolores. And Dolores lives with her ex-husband, Frank, who she has 2 kids with. Frankie and some daughter. Frankie's really cute. I really do like, he's really hot. I mean, he is. And the father's cute, too. So, yeah. He lives with her, which is weird because that is her ex-husband who cheated on her. And, you know, she has a boyfriend now. So it's kind of weird. I mean, she says the boyfriend's fine with it. I wouldn't be fine with it. I mean, the kids are grown up. It's not like they're living together now just for the sake of the kids. The kids are all grown up now. So I don't get why they're living together. It's very weird to me. It really is weird. I'm not gonna lie. Very weird. Anyways. So next scene, Teresa, Joe, and Melissa are at the restaurant and they're really getting it together. The sign's up, they're putting the pictures up, you know, of the family, and they're just getting everything together. And their father's there. And they have a sentimental moment with the father. The father looks up at the picture of his wife who just passed away, and he gets emotional, and I kind of tear up a little bit because it's I don't know, like I feel like he's the type of guy that doesn't show emotion, so for him to cry like that, it touches my heart. It's like it really is breaking his heart. You know what I mean? Like he's really suffering. It looks like he's just never gonna get over it, no matter what. I really feel like he's just not gonna ever get over it. You know, and I don't blame him because they were together for so long. I think Teresa said 47 years they were married, and he knew her since she was 13. I mean, that's a love story right there. That's some love story. Anyway, so I don't even know how it began, but Teresa looked at a picture of Melissa and Joe, and Joe's covering his face, and Melissa's like with a huge smile on her face, and Teresa, just starts going after her, you know what I mean? Of course, it's because of what Melissa said the week prior, that she needs to be more stern with her children, and Teresa, of course, is not over that. It's funny how this episode's called Not Over It. She's not over it, so she's definitely lays into her. She says, why is Joe not showing his face? Why it's all about you? Your lips are too fucking big in the picture. Melissa's like, what's the big deal? Like, I don't get it. Like, it's a picture. And Teresa's like, I don't even know how it got into it. She starts going into, like, you're not a fucking gaga. You only gaga by him injecting his sperm into you. And you're nothing. If you got divorced, you wouldn't be a gaga. And all this. And just going on and on and on at Melissa. And Teresa literally looked like she was cracking up. Like, she was hysterically laughing. Like, she was loving this. Like, she was getting her fucking fill. Humiliating Melissa in front of the cameras, in front of everyone. She was getting her jollies off. Like, you can tell she was getting her life. She was hysterically laughing. Like she was literally drooling. She was so happy that she was doing this to Melissa. So then Joe gets involved, and Joe's like, that's my wife. And Teresa's like, yeah, whatever, that's your wife, whatever. And Melissa goes, fuck this, I'm leaving. She tips over a little cup on the table, like, whatever, and she storms out. I don't know what's with her and like, tipping over glasses this season. This is the second time she tipped over a glass in an argument. I don't get it. Like, she tips over the glass, and she just makes her exit, So anyways, so that scene ends. That's how the scene ends, I think. Yeah. I thought it was weird that Teresa said to Melissa, your lips look so big in this picture, when Teresa's been blowing up her lips. with lip fillers this whole season. So it's kind of weird that she said that to Melissa. Um, so then the next scene, Melissa and Joe go over to Teresa's house, and I was very shocked about Teresa in this scene because she did apologize, which was very unlike her, which we've not seen much of in the past season. She is not yet. She it's very rare that she apologizes. She did apologize, and then what really surprised me is that she actually told Melissa why she did do it. She said the reason why I did it was because you were saying I should be more stern with my children or something like that, and I thought it was very shocking that Teresa admitted that. And that's very big of her for her to admit that the reason why she did act like that in the restaurant was because of what Melissa told her. I never thought I would see the day. So Melissa and Joe both agree that she needs to be more stern with her children. And Teresa feels like she doesn't know how to do it. She feels like she doesn't want to act the way she was in the past. I mean, not in the past, with her parents. Like, her parents were very stern with Teresa, and she didn't want to be that way. She didn't want her children to be afraid of her, and she does feel like, they just lost their grandfather, their grandmother. She went away for a year, then their father went away now for 3 years. So it's a lot for the kids. And I understand Teresa's side in it. I really do, because it's like she doesn't want to make it any more harder for them. I get it. I get that. I really do. Do I feel like maybe Teresa... Do I feel like they could be literally killing each other in front of Teresa and Teresa would be just like standing there? Yeah. I do feel like there's a point where maybe she's too lenient. I get that. And I think Teresa's trying to find a happy medium. You know what I mean? And listen, it's her children. If she wants, that's the way. Her children are great, so she must be doing something right. You know what I mean? So yeah, they make up and they're over it. I think that's it. I think Melissa and Teresa will never be over their dislike for each other. But I don't think that they're going to be arguing like that for the rest of the season. I don't think that's going to happen. So Margaret gets in a meeting with her employees. I know there's a lot of things going on. She's getting new shoes, new handbags, all this stuff for her company. And then her employee told her that we should go to Milan, Italy. Milan, Italy I don't know what it was. It was a fashion show, maybe to get inspiration or to branch out to them. I don't know why they're going to Milan, Italy. I really didn't pay attention. Maybe I should have. But what I did pay attention to is they're going to Milan, Italy, and in the trailer, the whole cast goes to Milan, Italy for their vacation. So that makes me believe that that's probably the reason why they go to Milan, Italy, is because of Margaret and her fashion line. And that's it with that scene. There was really nothing else. So now it's Teresa, Melissa, and Joe's food tasting at the restaurant. They're all tasting the foods. They got everyone together to taste the foods and be honest. And so if you don't like the food, tell me. If you do, you do, so we know what to serve and what to put on the menu. So everyone arrives. The whole cast is there. The whole cast. And Siggy arrives first. And Margaret's already there. Danielle and Melissa and Teresa obviously already there. And so they're talking, and Teresa asks Siggy, where's your sidekick? Where's Dolores? And Siggy looks up her skirt, and she's like, yoo-hoo, Dolores, are you there? I mean, it was hilarious. I thought that was hysterical. I really did. And even Teresa was laughing at that. I think Teresa was trying to, start something, but after Siggy said that, I think Teresa just let it go, because the shit was hilarious. So, then they got into talking about Dolores and how Frank, her ex-husband lives with her. And they're all, are confused about it. And Siggy sticks up for her, of course, Dolores, of course, and it's like, that's just my friend, and that's their situation, and whatever. And then Danielle goes, well, do you believe me about Dolores? That Dolores said this about you, that to watch out, and that you only care about your money. And Teresa goes, I don't know, Dolores has been there for me for the past 20 years, and you've been there for me for the past 3 months. And Siggy's like, no, I don't think she did it. And then Melissa was sticking up for Danielle and was like, well, I don't think Danielle's lying. I mean, Danielle's just so misunderstood. I really think that she's the most misunderstood person in this group. I think she has the most kindest heart and everything else. And Melissa was just what to do with Melissa. So basically, that was the end of that. Kind of seems like Teresa. I feel like Teresa doesn't believe Danielle, but she's saying she's confused and wants to believe Danielle because she's having problems with Dolores right now. So she doesn't want to be like, yeah, I believe Dolores, because at this point, her and Dolores aren't getting along. So it is what it is. And I also feel like Teresa's like, well, you didn't stick up for me with Siggy because, well, Siggy's your best friend. So I'm not going to stick up for you against Danielle because you didn't stick up for me against Siggy. So I think that's what it is, and I agree with Teresa with that. I'm like, okay, well, Dolores, you're expecting her to stick up for you. I get if she believes it or not, but I mean, you're expecting her to stick up for you, but you didn't have her back with Siggy in Boca, So it's similar situations. Dolores finally arrives with her ex-husband Frank, which to me, again, it's a shock. It's a real shock. Especially early in the episode, Frank was like, oh, you didn't come home until late. I was in bed and I was waiting for you to come home. And Dolores was like, well, I was out with the girls. It just seemed like they're still married, and he's just like, well, when are you coming home? Like, when are we doing the deed type of thing? Like it just was like, and now she's bringing him to this party. I'm like, why aren't you bringing your boyfriend? You know what I mean? Like, why are you bringing your ex-husband? It's very weird. I get it. They're friends. They're really close. But, I mean, it looks just so weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't get that at all. I have to be honest. I don't get that at all. Anyways, Dolores finally arrives. Dolores and Siggy are at a separate table, and they're talking about Margaret and how Margaret is two-faced and how Siggy can't forgive Margaret because she went behind her back with the whole wreath thing at the beach. And she just can't get over it. They all overhear the conversation. Margaret, Danielle, and Teresa and Melissa. No, Melissa was already at the table. They're talking to Dolores and Siggy. But Danielle, Margaret, and Teresa were at another table, and they overheard the conversation. So then they walked over to the table, and they just started getting into it. Margaret's like, what are we talking about? And Siggy goes, I'm talking about you. I'm not over it. I'm not over you. I'm not over the situation. I'm not over the wreath. I'm not over the whole thing. And Margaret's like, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? We're not over this. Like, you're 50 years old. Get over it already. And then Siggy's like, well, you know what? You can go along with your little items you get from China. Like, keep doing your thing with China. And Margaret's like, what's wrong with my items coming from China? And then she's like, well, Dolores, do you like her things? Like, I gave you a couple of her little things. Like, do you like them? And Dolores is like, I don't like anything that bitch fucking puts out. And Margaret's like, of course, because you're up her ass. They're going back and forth. And then Teresa's like, you know what, Dolores, she did fucking nothing to you. Like, why you keep going after her? And Dolores is like, you know what, Teresa, mind your own business. I'm talking to Margaret right now. I don't like the fact that she fucking went against Siggy when she brought her to the group. She's like, well, if you would have brought someone to the group and they turn against you, I would have your back. Basically, she was saying. And so, then Siggy's like, you're the fucking ugliest human being for making fun of me, banging on the table. Basically a whole other scene. Then I don't know what happened. The editing's a little weird because then the next thing you know, Dolores and Siggy jump off the table and it's like, I'm fucking out of here. I'm done. I'm out of this fucking situation. I'm done. This is boring me. You're all boring me. Siggy does a little dance in the back of Margaret while she's sitting there. I was like, what the hell is Siggy doing? She's like shaking her titties and doing a little dance. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then Dolores is like, to her ex-husband, she's like, okay, I'm leaving now. Let's fucking go. And then Danielle goes, where's your honey? Is this your honey tonight? Is this your honey? Like, is this your honey? And, Dolores looked like Dolores was torn. It looked like she wanted to go over and kill her, but then she was holding herself back because she didn't want to give Danielle the satisfaction, because she knew why Danielle was saying this. She was saying this to be funny, to start drama, being like, oh, where's your husband? Like, this is your husband? This is Jack? You know, she was really starting to grind those gears. You know what I mean? And so Dolores was thinking about it for a second. Then she's like, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to approach her. So she approaches her and she's like, why is that any of your fucking business? She's like, well, I'm only asking questions. She's like, no, it's none of your fucking business. I'm gonna pick him up right now just to let you know I'm picking him up. So mind your own fucking business. And Teresa takes Dolores and she ushers her out the door. She's like, I need to usher Dolores out the door because if we don't, the police are gonna get called. Like, that's how it's gonna end. So yeah, I mean, Danielle, listen, I don't agree with Danielle. She's great TV, but she's crazy. Of course, she's gonna stir that little pot. And she knew what she was doing. And that's how the episode ended. That's how it ended, basically. So, next episode. This episode was really good. I mean, I really liked it. That whole ending scene at the restaurant, the tasting, really, really gave it to me. It gave me everything I wanted in life. I have to say, it was a very good episode. Next episode, I think it's Easter, and they go to Teresa and her children and her father, and they all go to Puerto Rico, I think, or Dominican Republic, well, one of the islands, and they go for Easter, I think, or for a holiday, and it looks like Teresa and her father have a little moment together, and then Dolores and Margaret meet to talk and hash things out. I mean, listen, the next episode looks good. But I think that finally the season's taking a little break from the drama. I think, like, there's one episode break I think we need because it's been 5 episode nonstop drama. I think we needed an episode to just relax. You know what I mean? So next episode's that episode where we can just take a chill pill and not have that much intense drama and just everyone relax and recuperate and just enjoy, you know, just take a break here. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode review of The Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 8, Episode 5 review of the title, Not Over It. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I think that's it. Let me double check, because, you know, you never know. I mean, I might have left something out. Who knows? Yeah. I basically... Yeah. Got it. Everything's done. I said everything. Alright, love you guys and bye.